All right, guys. So the B&T GHM9, this one is the Gen 2 shorty guy. Did really well. Super duper fun gun. I've always wanted one of these. They are expensive. B&T stuff is expensive. It's an import. It's an expensive import. Very desirable stuff. Pretty dang popular stuff, but still pretty, like, I guess expensive niche item. But I got the opportunity to get one in a trade/deal I made with a guy, and ended up with this guy here and had a ton of fun with it today. So this is sort of our continued on video footage of the summer sub guns here of 2025. And I just thought, even though this isn't like a summer sub gun, that came out this year, it's new for me, and maybe it's new for some of you guys, and there's so many sub guns, so we're just kind of talking about them. And this is the first time I've had the opportunity to have one of these on the channel, so there you go. But pretty cool little guy, super duper short package. This is the shorter model. The original is a little bit longer. This one has a changeable barrel and handguard length, so you could essentially, if you bought the extra parts, set it up like the longer barrel one if you really wanted to. There are Glock mag lower compatible ones. This is the regular B&T stick mag that they make. This one here is their brand. It's like a translucent blue-gray, very nice magazines. And then these ones here, believe it or not, are from a company called KCI. I'm sure many of you have heard of KCI. They're like Korean magazines that tend to be pretty expensive. Has metal feed lips and ran really well. Worked really good in the gun, and they look good, so no complaints there. And then I guess we'll do the traditional tip to butt. So we've got the Wolfman broken down into one of its smaller pieces, the front end removed. Can't remember who this little grip is, but kind of an old school one that just was fitting of the B&T thing, because if you've ever seen their TP9, it has sort of a similar looking grip, slightly on an angle, but this sort of more traditional style of grip, just the shape and whatnot. A D-ball that I just recently got in a trade and just wanted to throw on something because it looks cool. I don't even have night vision to use it, but I have a D-ball A3 now, so we're getting there. EOTech, and then this guy going back here is a A3 branded. They're adjustable stock. You could do a stock or a brace depending upon your setup, but this one is set up as a stock. Really nice stuff. This stuff, we'll have to do a little product spotlight on this brand coming up here soon, because we are actually now going to be a licensed dealer distributor for them. So that's pretty cool. Well, not distributor, but distributor as far as, and we're going to sell their stuff in our store, and we bought into a wholesale account with them. But yes, the gun itself is a lot of fun. A very small, compact firearm that can easily be, without the suppressor, a bag gun, no problem. You can set it up much more lightweight. Like we had the Strybog set up with maybe just a, pistol dot on a riser sort of thing. Go like real lightweight, low pro. Very cool gun. Very soft shooting gun for a blowback gun. I will say, I feel like for all the expense involved here, you are getting not only a quality piece that the machining and tolerances and look and everything and feel are top notch. The metal qualities, everything, right? Very top notch, feels good. There's no cosmetic complaints there, that they didn't cheap out on anything. It doesn't feel like they cheaped out on anything. And then you go and you shoot it, and this is a blowback gun. And we've shot plenty of blowback guns, we all have, and the impulses on blowback guns can be very different from one another. Some can be slightly violent depending upon their bolt weight, right? Like the cheapest, easiest way to make that system work is have a heavy bolt and a heavy spring that prevents the gun from doing any damage to itself, and it just opens and closes, and that's all that system really has to do. So this here has taken that and refined it, and it has a hydraulic buffer, dual springs. It's just a very smooth shooting little system. It's got a good trigger naturally from the factory out of the box, and when you pull that trigger, you get that little pop of the round going off, but it's just like you feel that cushion. This almost feels like we were just shooting some roller delays today, it almost feels like a roller delayed firearm. It feels very, very similar, very, very controllable. We shot the B&T today, doing some videos, as well as the Strybog SP9A3S, which is the roller delayed short version. And I mean, honestly, dude, you had to go back and forth. Like, we swapped the suppressor from one and then did a muzzle brake and then did nothing, and just to get the feel for them. And I think where they all shine is actually no suppressor, no muzzle brake, maybe just put a little blast diverter on the end, something like a little CAC guy. I think that's where these guns shine. It's just a little PDW type thing. Yeah, they're louder that way and stuff, and suppressors are cool, but you know, when you put suppressors on stuff like these teeny little guns, now you've made kind of like a big gun, right? Again, so it sort of defeats the purpose. I just think they shine as that tiny little sub gun, old action movie, you know, sort of package, right? And it doesn't need anything else. Like, you know, I added a muzzle brake to it, and in the beginning was shooting with the muzzle brake, and you could feel the concussion coming off of it, but then when you took it off, it hadn't really done anything for the recoil because there wasn't much of it there in the first place. It was, you know, negligible at best, right? You know, it's 9mm, not a ton of recoil to begin with, lightweight, you know, bolt on 2 springs with a hydraulic buffer, really smooth, really smooth blowback system. And then, you know, of course, it has the D-ball and the EOTech on it to add a little weight as well. So I mean, just was a smooth shooter. I really would love to get more B&T products, but obviously they are very expensive. But if you out there in TV land ever get yourself a chance to get one of these on like a good deal, or you've got, you know, some extra dollars saved up and this is one of the ones that you've thought about, you know, non-shilling dude that's not sponsored by anybody telling you that you would be happy with this choice. And I think they're also a firearm, being that they are B&T and, you know, sought after and a little more on the rarer side, especially like there's a lot of stores that don't carry this sort of stuff. I think that this is like a pretty solid investment that you'll always be able to get some of your bucks back out on, and then probably one of those things that would, you know, also go up in value over time. But yeah, guys, that's my quick synopsis, I suppose, on the B&T Grasshopper Mouse 9. I mean, obviously this is an older gun now. It's been around for a long time. Everybody's heard all the, you know, grasshopper mouse jokes. Grasshopper mice eat scorpions, and it was, you know, when it came out, it's supposed to be the scorpion killer. Did it kill the scorpion? There's still CZ scorpions around. I think the CZ scorpion killed itself by blowing up. There were plenty of them that were blowing up, you know, which is its own story. But yeah, very cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess we'll see you on the next one. More sub guns to come. All right, dudes. Till next time.